What's going on, people? Welcome back to 100% Chelsea. We're outside Stamford Bridge, having just watched Chelsea somehow claw their way back to a 1-1 draw with the Wolves. Lewis, where do we start with that game?
Here's the thing. I came into this game thinking it was going to be hard because it's Wolves, and you look at their record against the top six, it speaks for itself. But still, fuck me, we made it difficult for ourselves, and I feel like this game just continued to expose our deficiencies. First thing I want to say, Loftus-Cheek needs to start getting more minutes. I mean, me and you spoke on the preview before, and we said that Sarri said there was no injuries. Loftus-Cheek needs to start playing more. I'm sorry, Barkley is dead. And Kovacic, I'm sorry, this guy could have a one-on-one with the goalkeeper and he still would pass backwards. He has no end product.
I made the point at half-time, I put a tweet out. He was useless today. He was invisible. He lost the ball more times than he actually made a pass, I think, or something like that. That's what it looked like. He was dreadful.
And his problems were none of his passes were actually taking us anywhere. Jorginho as well, his passing wasn't working, but let's be real. It's Jorginho, and you know when he has the ball, Wolves players just quickly going to be trying to cut out his passing lanes. Kovacic isn't even trying to pass forward. That's the difference. At least Jorginho, at some point, yeah, he passes sideways a little bit too much, but at least there's purpose behind it. You look at Kovacic, I'm thinking, what the fuck are you trying to do other than protect your own stats? Like, I've got nothing against Kovacic, but the fact is he's a Real Madrid player and he's not a Chelsea player, so I don't really care unless they sign him on a permanent contract. So until then, Loftus-Cheek needs to be getting minutes. Another issue, I'll be honest with you, I think we need a new left-back because Emerson ain't really that good either. I'll go out and say, yeah, he covers spaces better than Alonso, but let's be real, when you're comparing that to Alonso, you're scraping it from the bottom. Defensively, he's okay. Going forward, he can be good, but the crossing weren't there. Crossing was another problem, the same issues where we always have. Crossing was shit. Set pieces, free kicks was shit. Corners, first man, again and again. And the thing is, it's coming from so many players. Last season was Fabregas and Willian. This season it's Willian and Hazard. Even when Hudson-Odoi took a corner, he still couldn't beat the first man. This is the problem. I get that it was Wolves, and I get that their record against the top six is very strong. And we all knew this game was going to be hard. But when you make the game hard for yourself, all you do is piss people off. Let's be honest. And as much as I like Higuain as well, it's too many games where he just doesn't have enough impact. His only goals have been against Huddersfield and Fulham. Like, there's too many players that need to stand up and be accounted for. Because, I'll be real, a draw might not be the worst result for us coming out of, especially the way the game went. But it's not the best after Spurs. If we won our next two games, thanks. If we won our next two games, we would have been third. Now look where we could be. Now we need to rely on potentially a draw against Arsenal, United, and for more results to go our way. And that's the way it's just been since we lost to Spurs in November. We're hoping for other teams to slip up and let us in. Because let's be real, we're not that great, but neither are Arsenal. United, let's be real, they are that good, and Spurs have just been slipping up. This top four race is so open. But that's why we also need to focus on the Europa League as well. You need to rotate the players while they come, because last 10 games this season, along with tough Europa League fixtures that will come up in the later rounds, rotation. But we haven't rotated enough before. Sarri did well with the substitutions. He did well to actually change the formation. But why wasn't Loftus-Cheek starting in the first place? Why wasn't Hudson-Odoi starting in the first place? These are the questions that need to be asked. And there's a lot of questions that will be asked of the players and the manager after this game. Because let's be real, it's another 2 points dropped. But we take it to Kiev afterwards. Should just, honestly, if we need to be rotating everybody, bare youth players for that game. Because, come on, 3-0 up in the first leg. There's no way we should be bottling it now.
And we got Everton away in like 3-4 days afterwards. And after that performance, I'm not confident.
Here's the thing, it's really hard to be confident for any games because you just don't know what this team's capable of. You look at games like Man City at home, not the other ones. You look at games like Man City, you look at Liverpool in the Cup, you look at Tottenham at home. We can turn up. But it's all a case of mentality. It's all a case of you're going to take the chance when they come. Because how many times are dead teams going to come here and then just sit back and we're going to be clueless for 90 minutes? I get it's transition. I get it's all that. But there's serious questions that need to be asked in the summer. And it is worrying because of that transfer ban. But it's all taking things into perspective and seeing how we move on. Let's see what happens in the next game.